Hey, yo, iHeart Vending Machines, thank you for the $10,000 dono. All right, chat, I'm tired of playing video games, so you know what we're up to next. It's time to react to some YouTube videos. Someone linked me this dude on YouTube named SumitoMedia. Kind of sounds like a virgin, but I've never seen his videos before. I really hope he doesn't have one of those whack-ass YouTuber intros. I hate those, but otherwise, let's get into the reaction.
That's a lot of nuts!
So we've got some drama. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got some big, never-before-seen drama as the only thing that anybody's been talking about the last couple of weeks. But at the same time, it's kind of the same conversation that we've been having regarding YouTubers and Twitch tubers and Ustreamers for like the last 10 years or more. Today, we're talking about Jack Douglas, winner of the 2019 Streamies for Best Comedy. You guys may know his YouTube channel, Jax Films, where he's been making videos for the better part of 15 plus years. You might know him from his original parodies of infomercials, such as the Snuggie or the Sham Wow, or from one of his ongoing series, like Your Grammar Sucks or Yesterday I Asked You, which he calls YIAY, and I call a blatant ripoff of PewDiePie's Lo-Why.
I don't have a terrible intro. Yesterday, I asked you.
I think it's no surprise when you watch my videos for long enough that I was inspired by somebody like PewDiePie, where sure, it's great to watch Mr. Beast give away $1 million and then make $10 million off of giving away $1 million. That's good content, sure. But something about watching a guy just talk about something that he finds funny, explain a meme, go over a bit of history from the internet, that he can do sitting in front of a camera in his bedroom and get 1 million views from and share that feeling with everybody on the internet is not only entertaining to me, but I also found inspirational. And it's because of people who made videos like that that led me to start my career on YouTube. But one specific video I remember watching before starting my career was specifically by Jax Films. His video titled Alexander Hamilton, where he just makes a goofy song dressed as a colonial dude on a trending topic that people were talking about. The fact that it got millions of views and is effectively just like a next generation Weird Al song parody of a song that doesn't even exist, color me inspired.
Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, got yourself a problem, you can Alexander handle it. Lost 150 pounds, Alexander damn fit. Never lost a single fight, Alexander champion.
Listen, I don't want to phrase it like I think Jax Films invented comedy on the internet or anything. Obviously, I remember watching old videos by Go Remy or Ryan Higa or Kev Jumba. Hell, even this show is just a lazily edited version of what Ray William Johnson used to do on YouTube like 20 years ago. But it was like 2017, 2018, what I considered at the time modern YouTube. And for me to see this video by a dude who had millions of subscribers making the sorts of goofy song parodies I used to make with my friends on like a Nokia phone really filled me with a creative drive that eventually led me to do this show, which I keep saying like it's a good thing, but let's be fair, nothing I've done has ever been worth doing. And my camera overheated. Thanks, Sony.
Transition.
So about a year ago at this point, Jax Films uploads a video on his channel titled SSSSniperwolf, in which he talks about an article that he saw on KnowYourMeme.com, which showcased that Sniperwolf spends millions on a new mansion. And he highlights, sort of tongue-in-cheek, that the sort of content that she makes on her YouTube totally warrants her making millions of dollars, and then shows a clip from one of her videos, you know, pulling back the curtain and showing that she doesn't so much do reaction videos as much as she does sort of the absolute bare minimum you could on a webcam, while showcasing some of the most viral videos from other creators. Jax Films decides that this sounds like way too easy money for him to not be partaking in, and so in that same video reveals that he's making a second channel titled Jax Films, parodying the sorts of Sniperwolf-esque thumbnails and video reaction, and uploading them himself. Sniperwolf's videos have been something of criticism for quite a while. In fact, this parody of Sniperwolf's very repetitive thumbnails has even been done by PewDiePie back in the day. In fact, he did it for so long that they eventually became this weird, morphed, disgusting version of PewDiePie thumbnails parodying Sniperwolf's thumbnails. But regardless of that, you'd think that Jax Films would just react to TikToks the way that Sniperwolf does, but no. Being the comedic genius that he is, he actually goes one step further, and he's actually reacting to Sniperwolf reacting to the TikToks. But because he isn't as cold and heartless as Sniperwolf is when stealing content, he actually unironically ends up providing even more commentary and reaction to reacting to Sniperwolf than Sniperwolf herself does when reacting to the TikToks. It's kind of magical to watch. One of my favorite videos to come from this series is this video of him reacting to KSI reacting to Family Guy funny moments on YouTube. But instead of actually reacting to the video, he's just doing sort of like the preamble of, hey guys, here's what I'm about to react to. But he does that for the entire 10 minutes and then never actually plays the KSI video. I cannot emphasize how funny Jax Films is in a way that's like so satirical and like tongue-in-cheek. Like even when he's making a major point about content theft on YouTube, which is a major problem that's been around forever, he's still so fun. My point is I'm gay for Jax Films. Have I made that clear? So the drama starts to get heated back in like June of this year. The YouTube creator's Twitter account posted, where does SSSSniperwolf get her ideas from? From fans. Here's what she had to say at VidCon, I think that's Anaheim 2013. She had a keynote where she talked about, you know, where she gets her ideas from her videos or whatever. Jax Films takes a screenshot of this tweet by YouTube creators alongside a screenshot of her latest, I don't know, 12 thumbnails or whatever, highlighting the fact that it's not so much she gets her ideas from fans as much as it is just sort of low effort, mass market react content with the most clickable thumbnails and an overjoyous YouTube thumbnail soy face, you know the one. Just to highlight that it's not so much that she gets her ideas from her fans as much as she has no ideas. This is one of the most important moments of this drama because this is actually where Sniperwolf directly responds to Jax Films on Twitter, saying that he owes her 20% of his revenue because he gets all of her ideas from her, referring to the second channel that he made, which is completely satirizing the fact that she makes those kinds of videos to begin with. There are other replies that she has where she says that basically all of her ideas are her own or from her fans, that they get stolen by people like Mr. Beast, even claiming as much as the only reason she's receiving criticism on the matter is because she's a female in the content creator space. You can see all of these tweets nicely nestled together in a video that Jax Films made titled Sniperwolf, but every 10 seconds I read a tweet that she sent me tonight. Again, very well executed, Jack. Now armed with the knowledge that Sniperwolf is becoming defensive of this criticism of her content and the fact that she may actually be delusional enough to believe that the content that she makes is wholly original or that she isn't taking ideas from other creators to just make the lowest effort content possible to get as many clicks as possible, Jax Films decides to double down on his criticism of Sniperwolf. On a more light-hearted take on his Jax Films channel, he continues to parody the sorts of reactions that she has, even going as far as to start a Sniperwolf bingo, where he makes a bingo card basically highlighting that because her content is so formulaic and repetitive, you can basically predict any and all of the things that will be said and reiterated in any given Sniperwolf video. And on a more serious take on his main channel, making some videos directly criticizing the content theft and the repeated use of viral videos without providing any credit to the original creator. Obviously, all of this criticism is in wake of the reoccurring conversation that we have every few months with Twitch streamers reacting to YouTube videos, uploading it to their YouTube channels, and then claiming a bunch of monetary incentive for basically just sitting in front of a video and watching it without providing anything of source. Sniperwolf effectively does the same thing with short-form TikToks and like 5-minute crafts and even other YouTubers' animations and what have you, and provides just as little as any given Twitch streamer that we've given shit for over the past few years, except it's worse because unlike XQC, who is sort of this massive streamer, he isn't necessarily backed by Twitch as like the face of the streaming platform or anything, especially since he's moved over to streaming on Kick as a result. Sniperwolf is like directly promoted by YouTube as one of their star creators, as one of the keynote speakers at VidCon. So it's entirely ironic that one of the biggest creators that's being promoted by YouTube is somebody who doesn't actually really make original content or create at all. All of this culminated in what happened early last week, in which Sniperwolf posted to her Instagram story that she was doing some sort of photo shoot or a fan meet or a brand deal or something near Jax Films' house, and posts a poll on her Instagram story asking if she should go visit Jax Films' house, and then right after that posts a now deleted Instagram story, unfiltered, unblurred, of the front of Jax Films' house. Just shows up in front of his house and posts a picture of the front of his house to the 3 million plus followers she has on Instagram, which is effectively doxing. It's made worse by how light of the fact I don't know if I'm saying that in English. She's making light of the fact as if she didn't do anything wrong or it's not that big a deal. She posts a picture later saying, if we showed up at your house, what would you do? Clearly not taking it serious. She says that it doesn't count as doxing because she Googled his her sister on Twitter said it doesn't count as doxing because all they did was Google his address. Anybody can Google his address, which if you think about it, with millions of followers, saying something along the lines of, you can just Google this big creator's address, is effectively doxing. You're still just telling people to look up somebody else's address, which is like, is that not, that's what doxing is. Obviously this situation is serious, but as somebody just watching from the outside, you know I'm just gonna sit back and watch the memes to come from the situation. People decided to use this as an excuse to share some of the oldest I've got your IP address. Yes, you might be right, but how about your home address sent to you in a direct message memes that I haven't seen since back in the days of like Dota 2 professional gaming? Oh my god, I'm so happy to see these memes make a comeback, bro.
Transition.
With Sniperwolf now becoming public enemy #1, at least as far as the internet is concerned, the internet sleuths decided to do some sleuthing, and I found a bunch of other cancelable stuff from Sniperwolf's back catalog, including Omegle reaction videos in which Sniperwolf is seen some, I don't know, like 10 plus years ago, encouraging what appears to be, and obviously we can't confirm anything because it's from forever ago, but they seem like very young children, probably definitely underage children, and encouraging them to twerk or to flash parts of themselves that they shouldn't be on the internet at any point, in exchange for her flashing her own breasts. Just overall very gross, arguably TOS violating content that apparently is still up on her YouTube channel and is just from like a decade ago. Bad stuff. Granted, a product of its time. Everybody knows YouTube was a bit edgier back then, but you know, she's a bad guy now, so fuck her. Over the course of the last week, a number of people have taken it upon themselves to try to hold YouTube responsible. After all, this is a major creator on their platform that they are platforming and showcasing as one of their A-listers, and they're not doing anything about what is, under California legal code, a crime and is, you know, criminal behavior. Lots of people were asking YouTube if they were allowed to show up to people's houses or spread their address online, and a few of them got responses from YouTube support stating that if it took place off of YouTube, they're not being held responsible. They won't do anything about it, seemingly backtracking on what their terms of service say simply because she is a big creator. It is only as of about noon this morning that YouTube on Twitter has finally responded to the tweet that Jax Films posted about Sniperwolf's behavior, that they've stated that Sniperwolf has received a temporary monetizational suspension, and they are finally doing something in order to stop this off-platform criminal behavior of a major creator. Sniperwolf, as of just a couple of hours ago, has also written out a lengthy apology within an hour of YouTube suspending the monetization on her account, clearly only making a response and an apology to this because it is now affecting her paycheck. Is anybody actually surprised? So that's where we are with the Sniperwolf drama up to this point. I recommend that you guys check out the videos that Jax Films has made on his main channel so that you get a better idea for the nuances and the details that I either forgot or got wrong in this video. I'm sure he does a much better job explaining it, alongside the thousands of other people that have probably documented this better than me, okay? I'm not the #1 guy to this. I was on my honeymoon, hanging out at Animal Kingdom, got back to this shit show, and I'm just doing my best to get it all together, okay? What I want you guys to do, other than like and subscribe, is make sure you just think about the people that you're supporting. You know what I mean? There's clearly some people on this platform, there's clearly some people on the internet that will take the number of people that are watching them, clicking like, sending them comments, and use it as a way to bully other people out of the space just because they can, or because they get too big of an ego. And because of that, I think it's important for you to think a little bit about who you're supporting, and maybe go out of your way to make sure that you're watching the videos and sending love, support, comments, and likes towards the people that do work hard to make original content, even if it does get stolen from time to time. And if anybody ever gets into a position where they feel like they're completely untouchable because of the numbers that they have on the internet, I'm happy to see that the internet can come together and give them a real solid reminder that all of this can disappear overnight if you decide to stop treating people like they're your equals. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I'll catch you guys on the next one, yeah? Peace.